We got a fun-filled show tonight.
I met a boy today.
It's your boy, Coach Career, the General, 860 Army.
She loving my style every time I'm.
You ain't need more money, Tito. You could have just invited 6 or 8 you down to Nationals.
I'm around.
When certain people don't get their way or they feel slighted, they feel like they have a right to call us and voice their opinion. You don't.
We locked the
I've never removed a staff to allow a staff to move up.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Now everybody's a personal trainer. We know who the originals are, but now if you look, you can find them in every town.
What up? It's your boy PH the Prize, Mr. Above 140. Naturally, I'm eating. T, what's good, T?
Going on, it's your boy Coach Career, the General, 860 Army. What up? I'm trying to get the shares out, dog. Go ahead, eat. Get these shares out. What's good with you, my boy?
Nate, what up, player?
What up, Nate? What up, Nate? What up, LJ?
You ain't missed nothing. Cam, what up, Cam?
Niche, we got on 2 seconds ago.
Hey, listen, Shatia. Yeah, I am always eating. And I ain't drinking, y'all. This is a Shirley Temple, okay? I want nobody to be like, Phil was drunk on the podcast. You know, rumors swirl.
Every once in a while, it's okay. God knows.
Laser, what up, Laser? Hey, Laser.
What up, Cuddy Man? What up,
Somebody hit
Cuddy?
me up and said Laser supposed to be in the ranking, so we never know what's going to happen tonight, team. Sam, what up, Sam?
What up, son?
Demetrius, you got to hold us down, bro. You got to start off the day. You got to, you know, you have a young team, but hold us down, brother. Dennis, what up, Den? Hey, Den, how is your son doing at high school? Is he still playing center? I haven't got a chance to ask you that. Nicoy Samuels, what's up? Your son is a dog, man.
Dog.
He had a great game. He had a great game on Sunday. Son's a dog. Good stuff. That kid can play something. He's fast. Kid can play some football. Hey, listen. It's your boy PH the Prize, Mr. Above 140. We got a fun-filled show tonight. Some of it may be controversial. Some of the stuff we was going to talk about, we not. Because we have emotional people who don't know how to handle what they can perceive as big game.
Well, lack of emotional intelligence.
Yup. Yo.
Yeah.
Yo, let me show you.
West Craig, because you be snapping. You do be snapping right on the mic and everything.
Do y'all hear me eating? I be trying not to. Y'all be hearing me eat?
If I hear you, they hear you, my guy. They hear you. I hear you.
All right. I'm not gonna smack. One of the aunties from the Hurricanes told me that they don't watch me till about mid-show because they don't like to hear me smacking.
Hey, peace, Pittman. Peace to the guys.
Pittman, what up, Pittman?
What up?
Big game, Pittman.
They got the showdown this week. The showdown at 9U. The showdown at 9U. 5-0 versus 5-0. And I know Pittman and West been salivating for that game. So that's the game of the week. Unfortunately, people ain't gonna be able to handle that. But the game of the week is in Hamden, I believe. I don't know what time they can put it up there, but it's Hamden 9U versus the Boston Raiders 9U.
Believe it's 10 o'clock on Sunday.
10 o'clock. There you go.
Tito, let's get into it.
Let's go.
Bad Bunny, everybody. Let's do this. Once and for all, can somebody tell me what the hell is your problem with this man performing at the Super Bowl? What's the problem? I don't get what's the problem with this man performing at the Super Bowl. I don't know what he says.
I
can't
think
name the song.
I'm gonna tell you what's a part of it.
In the street if I saw him. But why can't this man perform at the Super Bowl? He is the biggest artist probably in the world right now.
Internationally, though. See, that's the part of it, bro. His thing is more
Super Bowl
overseas.
is the biggest event in the world.
Yeah, but he's more of an international star. It's almost
So
like
Michael Jackson.
Right, but he might be too big. Like he's got a broader.
He might be too big. Michael Jackson. We are the world. Yeah, we are the children.
That's not the MJ they had to do the Super Bowl. That's not the MJ they had to do.
Is the only person I know that could bring world peace right now. Okay, if Michael Jackson was alive, he 100% would get my vote. President, he would bring world peace. Okay. We Are the World was a Michael Jackson thing. Okay. Now here's what my thing is. Honestly, though, the biggest artist in the world right now, and I said world, not U.S. So much so, Tito, this man can do shows and not even come to the main states. Say, no interest in performing in America. There's no other artist in the world can do that, Tito.
Bro, look what Gil just put up. Like I said, this dude might 111 million records sold worldwide.
The biggest artist in the world should do the biggest event in the world on where there's most people watching TV. What's the problem with him doing it?
We're not doing that, Larry Gallo, like that. We not doing that here, bro.
Nobody wanted to perform because they are doing.
No, we're not doing that.
No. What he's saying, no. Let me tell you what he's saying. He's saying they didn't want Bad Bunny. They went after other people, but other people said no due to the Charlie Kirk murder.
Right.
Bad Bunny deserves this opportunity. Listen, all jokes aside, right? If you're going to, okay, let me ask you like this. If I task Tito with choosing to act at the Super Bowl, and you're responsible, Tito, are you not going after the biggest artists in the world every year?
I mean, yeah.
No, correct me, am I wrong? Your responsibility
ratings.
is to bring entertainment. The Super Bowl halftime is entertainment. Now, clearly, Jay-Z's not going to choose Chris Brown, allegedly, because of his relationship with Rihanna, what Chris Brown history was with Rihanna. So Chris Brown is just so big of an artist, he can't be shunned. So he can tour and make money. But he's not going to get the Super Bowl opportunity. We know that.
No, there's too much. There's too much. There's not only the Rihanna thing. Remember, he had the other case. Like he's had a couple incidences that he's not going to be deemed Super Bowl material. The same reason they didn't let Lil Wayne do it. Like certain dudes ain't going to get it. But Snoop and Dre got it. You know what I'm saying?
Snoop was charged with murder before. It ain't that. It's who Hov want. It's Hov's decision, bro. No. Bad Bunny probably going to bring out Cardi B. Let's not forget.
Daddy Yankee.
I can see him all.
I can see them all. Daddy Yankee. Daddy Yankee will be out there, I'm pretty sure.
What did he say?
That's Ricky.
I'll be honest. If a lot of the concerts and hands down the most creative man making it great, when I saw him at concert, there's nobody better. I mean, I heard Chris Brown is a pretty good concert.
You would be the dude I know that would go to his concert. You would be the one guy I know that goes to his concert.
And then I seen this theory about an agenda being pushed. I don't see it about no agenda. I see it as if I'm choosing an artist today, and I'm not only choosing a genre. If I'm not choosing a genre only, I'm going probably with Bad Bunny. Gil just said it, 111 million records sold. Tito, who sells like that today? Nobody.
Yeah, I ain't even know they do records. I didn't even know they do records anymore. I thought everything was
Taylor Swift quote maybe 10 million?
Yeah.
100 million records?
He's got a much bigger range. I'm trying to explain. He got a much bigger range.
For those that are pissed off, I'm going to tell y'all something right now. For those pissed off, I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's gonna piss you off even more when you find out this is the most viewed Super Bowl in American history.
Yeah, we probably, I mean, Hispanics as a whole we gotta be up there with how many people
are here in America. We are tuned in. Puerto Rico, like he's been performing in these places.
Well, Larry Myers saying he up there with
Oh, he's definitely up there with Beyonce. I would say right now he's bigger than Beyonce, but I don't want the Beehive. I don't want no smoke with them. I don't want no smoke.
Right now, I'll say he is bigger than Beyonce right now. He hot.
He
hot
is.
Right now. He hot.
And so for me, I think everybody should calm down. I think Bad Bunny deserved to perform at the Super Bowl. If you don't like, bro, I wasn't a Whitney Houston fan. I like you don't the Super Bowl halftime last year, non-hip-hop fans probably didn't like the Super Bowl. If you're a country music guru, Tito, you probably wasn't impressed by Dre, M, 50, and Snoop. Like, let's be real. Unless you come out and you get a country music star that mixes in a little hip-hop, mixes in a little reggaeton, mixes in a little Jamaican music with reggae, you're not going to get everybody to like a halftime show. So you cater to the masses. Who can I select that got a broad appeal this year? That's what you do.
So are we leading this?
Yeah, they did, Tyree, at my daughter's Sweet 15.
I already know where you're going with this. So you gonna say that Hove did a great job? Are we gonna co-sign Hove now? We gonna co-sign Hove? This is a Hove play again.
Hey, I'm not saying he better than Beyonce. I'm saying his appeal right now is larger than B in the moment. But Beehive, I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke. Hey, look, my bad, Leary. Yo, my bad. I don't want no smoke with the Beehive. I don't know nothing that Bad Bunny sing, bro. I don't know one song. I don't know no songs. Do we say Gasolina? I see somebody put Gasolina.
No, that's Daddy
Yankee. That's not him? Oh, that's Daddy Yankee.
No,
okay.
Daddy Yankee.
Wrong person.
But I'm saying, don't be surprised if Daddy Yankee come out with home, because, this will be the time for all of that.
This is a true statement. Imagine what the NFL brand is going to be when he's over, because most of his fan base don't exist in America.
It don't. It's over there internationally.
And those aren't like DR isn't football country, right? Like, it's not a football country. He's about to expand and get people to watch the halftime of the Super Bowl that would never watch the halftime of the Super Bowl. Think about that. That's pretty dope. I'm pretty excited. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty excited, and I think that everybody need to take a chill pill. I think a man that hits the scene, that generate this type of attention, money, record sales. Oh, I mean, what else do you got to do to perform at the Super Bowl if that's not enough? I mean, I would think that that's all you have to do. You have to be relevant. You have to sell. So I'm going to just, Latinos are the second largest in America. He has a lot of fans.
Oh, absolutely. We're not gonna dispute that. Larry Myers, am I really excited? Absolutely not. I don't even like not one of his songs, but
I don't know none of his songs.
That's not the point here.
I
don't listen to Bad Bunny. I don't listen to reggaeton. I don't listen to none of that. I used to get with the Spanish rap like Tego and Vico C and certain cats like that, but I ain't with the reggae sound and Bad Bunny, whatever that's called. As a Puerto Rican man, am I proud that he's in that moment? Absolutely. But I'm not a fan of his music. I'll be the first one to tell you that.
This is the only show he's doing in America. Bad Bunny last show in PR brought in 700.
He did a 30-day. He did a 30-day residency over there where he was doing the show every night for 30 days. So I think collectively that's what he brought up.
Yo, Destiani, you're out of control. Out of control. Listen, my Phil wife held a joint to him to say this. No, let me tell you. But I did get a text from somebody close to me that said, any Bad Bunny slander will result in me and you no longer being friends.
Yo, why wouldn't Capital Punishment still be in Cat's deck? Capital Punishment is one of the greatest albums of all time.
Listen, let's not show your age, bro. Let's not show your age. All right, so I'm going to wrap this segment up. All I'm saying is, let's be honest. Half of y'all that don't want Bad Bunny performing, y'all be with me. Y'all go over to these countries and they throw on Bad Bunny and you got the drink in your hand and that all you could eat, 7-day vacation on a resort. And you rocking to it. Let's not front like you not doing all inclusive dancing, bro.
I grew up in the Northeast. I don't listen to nothing unless it's from New York City. And it's only certain cats from New York City I listen to. I don't listen to no music unless it's from New York City. The only cat outside of New York I mess with is Benzino. I've said this many times. It's Benzino from Boston. That's it. That's the only other cat I like outside of New York City.
Wow, Bad Bunny don't speak English?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't believe so.
So he's from Puerto Rico?
He's from PR. Yeah, he's from PR.
Wow. I never seen him. So anyway, that's our Bad Bunny discussion. It looked like we got a consensus that he should perform. Some people like him, some people don't. But considering all the things, nah, dog. I'll have my headphones and my own playlist on vacation. No, you don't, Damon. No, you don't. No, you don't. You let the live band on the side of the pool perform. You lay back. You do not have earbuds in your ear while sitting on those 7-day resort. No, you not. I ain't seen not one person in DR this summer with no AirPods in, except my daughter. She traveled with her AirPods and Beats everywhere. I don't know. I don't get it. Tito, mi pregunta.
Yeah, he said Titi, first of all. He didn't say Tito. That says Titi.
Oh, my bad. Everyone enjoyed the football game. Some of his songs he sings in English. Oh, okay. I'm going to watch the Super Bowl show.
I mean, why wouldn't I?
You're not going to watch it? You got to watch it now.
We do the Super Bowl in my house. My kids are going to watch it. If not, the BM, they don't even watch the game. They'll watch the halftime show. So, of course, we're going to watch it.
Hey, bro, I got to watch it. My wife is like that Bunny now.
You do it up in my crib for the Super Bowl.
Or she is thinking about flying to DR to catch one of his concerts, for the record. And I think he dropped something on like YouTube or Netflix, and she came home and put the TV on upstairs, and it was club night for an hour and a half. I didn't go upstairs. It was Bad Bunny performing on some stream platform. So she clearly likes it. I know a lot of people that like it. So the halftime will be the most viewed in history, period. I believe that. Katia? Am I right about it? Katia or Katia?
Katia Mendez.
I believe that, Katia. I believe it's going to be the most viewed. And good luck to Bad Bunny and the whole Bad Bunny crew. And shout out to the Beehive. Ain't no beef. I don't want to be.
Let's get off it before they come. Let's get off it before they come.
And Cardi B. All right, Tito, the big topic of the day. A body of work in youth football seemed like it's no longer relevant. It seemed like to me in youth football, you can hit the scene, have one successful year, and claim to be this guru of a coach. And I remember not even back in the day, there was a time, and I'm talking about after 2020, where your body of work was looked at, where they would go, yo, Rick, one of the greats. Rick has been in 4 national title games. He won 7, I'm hypothetically, Rick, if you're watching, 7 Connecticut championships. He got 4 more regional
Bro,
appearances.
you better put a disclaimer. You better put a disclaimer that because somebody's gonna go check the statistics and check us on it. So Phil just said,
I'm hypothetically
using Rick as an example. So nobody say that we're just capping.
I don't know how many Rick championships. I know that Rick been in multiple national title games.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know that Rick. Yo. Hey, that's cap, Damon. Phil putting it on. That's cap, Damon. Nah, real talk. I know that Rick been in national title games. I know that he won multiple state championship games. He beat me in a state championship once before. I know that he's been to multiple regional championship games. I don't remember him losing one since I've been around, but I know that he's been in a lot. So I'm talking about if you ask me, name some great coaches. And it doesn't have to be a travel national coach, right? But consistently having success, to me, is a great coach. Now, this old slogan of you don't have to be, or good coaches can lose football games. True. But I don't want it. Let's be clear about something. Good coaches win more than they lose. Period. There is no losing coach over the course of his career that we think is great. That I think is great. I'll talk about myself. I don't want to put no words in your mouth. Tito has 0 regional wins and is still respected. So let me talk about that. I just said that it's not about national travel leagues. I was using Rick as an example. I just said that to y'all. What I said was, Tito, put it like this. How many losing seasons have you ever had in your life?
Never.
That answers the question right there. Like, winning coaches win football games. Case closed. There's going to be a million. Listen, nobody in New England has ever won a national title. I mean, so what?
Well,
I mean, look, that's the goal. When we all line up on August 1st, it's to win a national title. And if you come short, don't nobody remember the 3rd best team, the 6th best team. Oh, who won a regional championship at different levels? You wouldn't remember. Nobody remembers that stuff. When it's all said and done, I think it's body of work, but I don't think body of work matters in our day. Part of it is social media. Quick hit, because we all about fast. We all about
the microwave, quick grits, microwave, the microwave effect.
And I just, that's my two takes here. I'll turn it over to you. I just don't feel like it's relevant no more.
Well, it's not that. It's that you could come and brand yourself to part of the social media is you could brand yourself. You could brand yourself to be whatever you want to be. It's just like how all the like the whole training space operated. You no longer have to have like your paperwork. Like being a personal trainer, you used to have to take classes to do that and create a business. Now you could throw a flyer up on the internet and you could draw a base. Like we see it happen all the time. People we know with real no background in that subject matter or no real paperwork to support what they're doing. But yet you could go to any local gym. You could go to, like when I go to the Y, I told you I seen a dude we know son training basketball who clearly told the person that he was asking to pay for a service, he never played high school basketball. Anybody could be anything they want to be now. Had no high school background, no college background, just got into coaching, liked it, start telling people he's a trainer. Now he's a trainer. And what I found interesting was the dude that was there paying for the service was definitely questioning him about that. And the kid just kept pitching him. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, he got his kid doing drills while he's pitching him. You know what I mean? It's just anybody could be whatever they want to be now.
We talk about, resolutions to the spaces.
Dorchester did just win 2 years ago.
Yes.
Sorry. I stand corrected.
I misspoke.
Yes, we both did because I forgot about it. But we know in AYF, Connecticut has a couple national championships as well. If people want to get technical. We have Coach Beatty's has 2. Emmis has 1 or 2.
For real? I didn't know that.
Emmis got 1 for sure. I know for sure Emmis got 1 in 2010. or
What level?
2010 or 11. I want to say 7th grade. He had to remember back then was grade based in AYF. He had, I believe, he had a 7th grade one. Yeah, Emma's got one, and then my man from Ridgefield had a couple. I mean, had one for sure. Mike Scalzo from Ridgefield had one at AYF. Those are the 3 that I know. This is early days AYF. Not now. It would probably, it'll all be different now, but this is early in the AYF plight. 05 through 210, let's just say.
That's where Eastern Region and Beacon House and Watkins, all of them were still in Pop Warner, right?
Pop Warner, yes. This is before California and Arizona, they was in it, but this is before the whole DMV got involved, and then OG Ducks and Vegas Strong and all, this was pre all of that. This is where AYF was still in the growth phase. They were growing, you know what I'm saying, building up their brand. This was within the first 10 years of their existence or 15 years of their existence. So everything takes time. People don't remember Pop Warner national things only started in 1990, and it started, I believe, in Jacksonville. And then it worked its way to Disney.
Somebody said Edgewood won a national championship back in 08.
D2. I was there. They did. They beat what for Florida? Golds. They beat Golds.
Yep.
Golds. They beat Golds.
I was at Everett Unlimited Pop Warner.
Everyone, yeah, we
you
got
have
that
video,
game,
right?
I still got that video. Yep, I still got it in the Rock files. I have that game. Yep.
All right, so yes, people have won national title games, but we were making a point, everybody.
Well, thanks for reminding us.
We were making a point. But let me say this, Tito. When we talk about getting the space back to a place, this is the stuff that I think about is you always talk about the undesirables of the space. I think about that as a fly-by-night situation. Those that come in, no real long-term or longevity, pop a lot of stuff, act like they're great, act like they're golden, act like they're the best thing since sliced bread, and we know in 2 or 3 years they're not going to be around, right? If our space demand a body of work before we crown you greatness, then I think we would demand longevity or demand a body of work. What comes along with that is a level of understanding of what our space is asking you to be required of you, how you act, how you conduct yourself, on top of winning and all of that stuff, before we crown you to be great. Like if I asked you to name me 4 coaches, no, I'm not going to get into that. If I had to name 4 or 5 coaches that I think is great at youth football, I couldn't name nobody that, one, is not a winning coach over a long period of time, and 2, that hasn't been in the game for at least 8-9 years. I can name a lot of people, Tito, I think that may be good coaches, but if you ask me great coaches in the youth football space, I got to use body of work. We don't, and it's funny how we don't use that standard and nowhere else. Tito, nowhere else do we ask you, Tito, name great college coaches, and you choose a first-year coach.
Well, again, we're in the era of instant gratification and microwave quick grits. I keep saying it, like anybody can now, again, you could brand yourself whatever you want to brand yourself. For instance, there's a certain coach branding himself right now that's acting like.
Did Newington win a Pop Warner Natty?
Yes, and D2, they won it a couple times. Way back when, early Pop Warner. This is 02, I want to say 2000, 2001, 2000. It was like a 3-4 year span where they kept winning it at D2. But this was when D2 was new. Again, this is not the D2 as you know today. This is when D2 first was created, and Ty would probably know more about that than me because he's been involved with Pop Warner a lot longer than me.
And Ty was 3 years old in 2000. Go ahead.
No, Ty's older than that, but he was playing then. Yes, and Hamden did win a D3 one. So did Naugatuck. But that D3, how long was D3 lasted in Pop Warner? That was a year.
D3 was not a national thing. It was Chicagoland versus New England. Like Miami didn't send teams. The Southeast region
so it was like a regional thing. It was like a regional.
It was a regional, 2 regions that they called the D3 national title game, but the whole nation wasn't involved at the time, and they never got involved in that. It would go from New England to mid Chicago or Illinois or something like that. No, it would go back and forth between those two. It's like in 2020 when they had COVID. The Southeast region nobody knew this, but the Southeast region still did a national title game because I remember Tim Webb from the I can't think of the region, the Midwest, what was it, Chicagoland area. I remember Tim Webb telling me he took his team down there. This was in the height of COVID. You remember Florida didn't shut down, and he brought his team down there and played. You know what I'm saying? The space has changed. Only dads are coaching now. Maybe. I think I think the myth
dads
is that
have always been a part of it. Dads have always been a part of it.
Dads are coaching more now than before. I think it's always been like that. I think that
I'm gonna tell you the only difference.
You uniquely get people that's not.
I'll tell you the only difference. There was more of guys like me and you in the past. There used to be a lot more guys that had no kids involved coaching. There used to be.
Let me say something.
A lot more guys.
I'm gonna tell you what changed that, in my opinion. I think economy has a big thing to do with that, Tito. I'm gonna give you an example. Mid-America, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah. Tito, right? We were in our early 20s. People are trying to establish their life in early 20s. We were able, Tito, to try to navigate life and give back to these kids. I'm not saying we was doing it right or wrong at times. I'm saying in your early 20s, you're trying to establish your life so you can get into your 30s and start to flourish and start on that ladder. In today's environment, it is not easy with the economy and everything that's going on to be in your 20s donating 20 or 30 hours to volunteer time. It was a different time when me and you was coming up. I think that's why we saw it a little bit more, because as crazy as it seemed for us in our upbringing, we didn't have the social media boom. We didn't have all of the stuff going on now. We were able to fall back, coach a little bit while still dipping and dabbing in what we dipping and dabbing into, trying to establish our life. And today, things are moving so fast. The economy all screwed up. People losing their 401k. So all of this crazy stuff is happening. And I don't attribute that to the space. I attribute that to where we at in life. That I don't think you're going to see too many more 22-year-olds just, I'm here to coach, bro. I ain't got nothing to do at night and all weekend.
Plus, the space has turned into a thankless, chaotic space. Like, if you don't love this, you ain't gonna want to deal with this. What comes with this, you have to build a stomach for it. Like I've said it many times. Not everybody has the stomach to do this, because especially when you get up into the leadership roles, you got to make tough decisions and stand on it. And not everybody's with the confrontation shit. Not everybody's with dealing with the confrontational shit. And the space has gotten to a space where now, if you're an administrator, you walk out the fence, you could bump into one of these confrontations. That's just where we're at. And not everybody's built to deal with that. So that's just what it is.
No, you're right. And even though we were young, Tito, we were professional enough to be able to handle that.
Well, again,
these young kids not.
Then you didn't have access to have a voice instantly like you do now. You had to shut your mouth and kind of get in where you fit in. You know how those rooms were then.
Oh, you be kicked out the league. You be banned from the league forever.
You get a chance. What up, KR?
What up, Cal? Yo, you would be banned from the league forever. And here's the thing, Tito. Leagues weren't beefing like they do today. Leagues weren't looking to steal your team. AYF wasn't waiting by the side to take Pop Warner or vice versa. So when you got kicked out of the C2IFL, the other league knew you wasn't. They wasn't looking for you to jump in their league.
Getting in unless they were desperate.
No, you left. Why you left over there? Oh, word. Now we ain't messing with you.
Now talk.
It don't matter what you do in Pop Warner. AYF is sitting over there like, come over. Robbed over there, cool. Stole over there, cool. Whatever you got to do, we just need numbers. And I'm not specifically saying AYF. I mean, we have all the leagues now are just, culture vultures.
Yeah.
Off of the culture. Like
crabs in the bucket.
Yeah, we're just all crabbing, just pulling each other down. Any chance we get to grab, they grab. If you're grabbing because you're trying to bring people in, cool. But nobody ever asked the question, why are you leaving over there? Before, there was meetings, Tito. Remember that? I was in one with you. It was me, you, it was the football commissioner of Southington. And they had questions, Tito. You remember that? He was like, do you have equipment? Show me your equipment.
$30,000. I said,
$30,000 I needed to show them in the bank account. Then I said, yo, I got equipment. I showed them pictures. He said, no, I want to come to your house and see it. I told you, remember, as I said, you're not coming to my house. Dude, we were sitting down at a place that don't exist. And for those OGs that been around the Hartford area, I'm about to tell y'all, we were at downtown McDonald's across the street from the Hartford Civic Center.
It was Burger King. I think it was Burger King.
No, Burger King was at the corner. We was at McDonald's.
Yeah.
We was downtown. McDonald's used to have upstairs and downstairs.
And we
were sitting downstairs.
We're going to show you a little about our age. This was in the off season between 07 and 08.
Yes.
Show you a little bit. I'm going to show you a little. This is prior to Phil landing in Pop Warner. This is that long ago.
This is when AYF told me
I met Phil in a meeting in 2004. I was a town rep for the Middletown Tigers. Phil walks in with the idea of the Hartford Hurricanes. It wasn't even the Hartford Hurricanes yet. Trying to get in the CTYFL.
We were the Hartford Hurricanes in the Hartford League.
Right. They was come strolling into a meeting in the Wethersfield Police Department, I want to say it was at. In the Wethersfield Police Department. Yeah. Wethersfield Police Department.
Wethersfield Police Department.
That was in 2004. If y'all want to see how dated we are. We was both in our he was in his mid-20s. I was in my early 20s. He was in his mid-20s. And that's how long we've been like this.
It was an interview, bro. You went in there nervous. You didn't know if you was getting in or not. And I think leagues, not talking about any individual, leagues need to get back to a time where we had to sit and we had to tell them what our vision was for the community. What did we want to do? Prove to us you got resources to help this community.
Well, just look.
Got an attitude with the program
we're talking about instant gratification, right?
Rodney.
It took Phil. Hold up.
Rodney, you got to go home eventually, Rodney. I'm just saying.
Just so people aware, I was the president of the Middletown Tigers at 24 years old in Middletown, where I wasn't from.
Did Rodney play for y'all?
No. He was before me. I ain't that old, dog. Rodney about to be 40, cuz. Like, come on, man.
Rodney older? Oh, yeah. He could have played.
He's not as old as us. He was played years before.
Rodney, you played in Middletown?
He played for the Middletown Tigers. He from Middletown. Yeah, he played for Middletown Tigers.
So you became president after he aged out.
Yeah, after. Okay. But anyways, my point is I just want to show you guys about the body of work and not instant gratification. Phil started pitching the idea to Hartford Hurricanes in 2004. He didn't get into a league until 2009. Y'all go listen to that one. Now look at that journey. Then all you guys that want to come on the computer and talk about, because you got to win a couple games. We're great coaches. Look what he had to go through to land the program. And look where it's at now. It wasn't all that long ago, but it took him 5 years to get into a league.
It took me 5 years. I got denied. They told me no. Multiple times I was told no by 3 different leagues. I'm not even going to go through the names. Got no. You can't get in. They told us no, and we kept coming back. I kept going through it. We kept coming back. Then we got in Pop Warner in 2009. And from 2009 to today is the journey that we took. I'm not saying it's going to take that long for every program to flourish, but
not Hightower, Mick. The Highsmiths. The Highsmiths. I don't think it's Hightowers. The Highsmiths. That family's a football family. It's the Highsmiths, though. It's not the Hightowers. They were from Hartford.
Damn, it was a couple reasons for the nose. I'll tell you. One was the first time, I don't think that they was convinced I had a vision for the community. I had the resources that it took, and I had equipment to do what I said I was going to do. I did, but I don't think that they believed it.
Well,
so
no, I can tell you why you didn't get into CTYFL.
Oh, no,
I'll say
CTYFL. Go ahead.
I'll tell you why you didn't get in. Windsor and Bloomfield was not having it at all. They weren't having it. It was Windsor and Bloomfield. You talk about killing our own. Windsor and Bloomfield at that time, the powers that be was not having it. They didn't want to go because at the time you was playing in Bowes Park. You told them whatever. You was based out of Bowes Park, the original Bowes Park.
I remember they said, "Yo, don't they smoke weed in that
and they
park?"
Were talking about they were talking about the soccer and all that. Like that was Windsor and Bloomfield. The old Windsor Giants and the old Bloomfield Raiders put the kibosh on it. They convinced the whole room this was no good. They didn't want to expose their organizations at the time. That. So that was the no there. And 08, the second no was the Hartford Wildcats after they got booted out of CT. Oh, I see.
That's the third time.
Right, the third time.
That's the third time. Remember, the second time was they didn't think I had equipment. We went back to the Hartford League and played in our green helmets, Tito, with the green and white jerseys for a season. Then, after knowing that we had a season in the equipment, in 2009, we went to AYF. We got 12 people in the room, 7 votes a yes. Here came the Wildcats.
Crying.
Stop the room. We need you guys to step out.
I was in 3 of these rooms in the voting process for 3 of these rooms, and I tweaked on everybody after that one. Like, and
we stood outside for 45 minutes. I don't know what happened in the room. I was outside for 45 minutes until I told Stu. I'll never forget Stu Poplar. Shout out to Stu. He looked his head in the room, and Stu said, "Yo, we leaving." I said, "Stu, tell him we leaving. I ain't waiting no more." Ducked his head in, came out, said, "Yo, Phil will be in touch." The next day, contacted Southern Connecticut Pop Warner. Never forget Bob. Shout out to Bob. Love Bob. Me and Bob had a relationship.
Slow it, right? Slow it.
That's Ron. Nope,
Ron,
that was Ron. Bob was the president.
Skinny dude, I remember him. Yeah,
Bob came down to the hood. He came to the Boys and Girls Club, met with us. Y'all could get in Pop Warner, and he said, "Y'all got to go Division I." We was like, cool. We ain't give a damn what division we was in. We ain't like the rest of these towns. Whatever division y'all want to put us in, put us in. We need to be playing in Pop Warner. He said, cool. Invited us to the meeting. I'll never forget. This one I knew Pop Warner was the place for me. AYF asked us to step out every time they voted on us. Pop Warner voted right in our face. Yo, let's take the vote. I literally watched people go, yes, so-and-so, yep, so-and-so, yep, so-and-so, yep. And if you said no, it was in our face, it wasn't beef. It gave us an opportunity to clear up any miscommunication, any perception that was false. So if you said no, I'll go, hey, you mind why? Well, I don't think you guys have this. Okay, well, let me clean that up for you to get you to a yes. But it was unanimous yes. Gave everybody that. From that point on, we went and rocked. Later that night, I actually got I think an email from Kelly. That's the first time me and Kelly ever talked. The first day I got voted in, the next day he sent the email. I remember Kelly's email, and the email was, "I just got word that you're only here for 1 year and you're jumping right back into AYF." I was like, hell no. They done told me no 2 years in a row.
That's what
going back there.
Kelly used to be on LeVay. Cats don't remember when we was all on LeVay. That was the only forum.
When I came, LeVay was already popping.
That was the only forum that you could talk on. This is the original youth football forum, LeVay.com. And I think it was the DMV cats that used to run it. Then you had the Boston, you had the Boston cats on it. You had us Connecticut cats on it. And it was really just a DMV, like a Northeast thing, towards down south. LeVay was the first forum. That's where I met Kelly back in like 07, 06 on LeVay. Way back then. I think Ty Carter as a kid used to be on there too. Ty Carter used to be on LeVay.
Kelly probably could tell you this. This is a true story, Tito. When LeVay went down, I tried to buy it. Ask Kelly. Kelly said, yo, you should bring back LeVay. When it went down way back then,
Yeah, but then
I jumped on and started negotiating with it. It was good. This was before Facebook. They asked me for $20,000.
Yeah, they was wild, and that was them DMV cats. Yeah, they was wild.
And then,
but then
after like 3 years, they was like, "Yo, we can throw it to you for like 1,000." But by that time, Facebook had hit. It was group chats and pages.
Right.
Going to websites is not
and
even.
Still, then you had Dumb Coach. You had Coach Huey's. Like those were the forums for the coaches. You had Dumb Coach, Coach Huey's, the War Room with Kalande. Like then that started taking off. Then Facebook started the groups, and that ended all of that. Facebook groups ended the forum shit. So that's the history to that. But yeah, Emerson was on there too. Eater Guru. Emerson's name on there was Eater Guru. No, E-Status on LeVay. And then KR, Kelly was KR. And that's how I still call him KR. He was KR on LeVay.
Yeah, it was some good times, brother. So Tito, we're gonna move on from this. Again, in a nutshell, let me just say, if you don't have a body of work, just I guess self-branding yourself great is cool. From a community perspective, and I mean football community, not your community. If your community embrace you, beautiful, lovely. They should. I hope every community embraces their youth football coaches. From us, stop letting people brand themselves as great. We have a duty to do that. You know what we should do, Tito? I think we should do an award ceremony, a New England podcast award ceremony at the end of every year. And I think we should.
The ESPYs.
Maybe I'll do it. You know what? Never mind. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, never mind. All right. So listen, Tito, I got some breaking news, Tito.
And before you get your breaking news, there will be a new organization alert coming out in the next couple of weeks before he gets into his breaking news.
There will be a new
next week. I don't know. Maybe
next week. Not next week. That'll be that's a bad taste. It'll be in November.
Yeah, after week 8. How about that?
It'll be November. It'll be in November. But I got some breaking news, Tito. And I think I want to help. So here's the deal. I heard about a little shakeup in Northern Connecticut AYF, Tito.
I heard it too.
And so I think we can help them, Tito.
Aren't they called Western? They're called Western now, first of all. Let's be clear. They're called Western AYF, aren't they?
Did they go back to Western AYF?
I believe so. I think they're back to Western AYF. I don't believe they're called Northern no more.
All right. Well, we know them as Northern. Western Connecticut Youth Football and Cheer. Wait, let me look at it. It's WCTYFC, if you can remember that. I want to help Western Connecticut Youth Football and Cheer out. If you're interested in starting a Pop Warner chapter out there in Western, holla at us. Holla at me. I want to help you out. I want to bring y'all together. I think we should start back opening up Western Connecticut Pop Warner. You could come if you're interested in being the president, the vice president. You could get your own board. It could be nice. We can make sure you're playing teams of like size. Southern got Milford and Derby. We got Chicopee, and we got some other teams we could put you against. You'll get a nice schedule. You'll have games. You'll run your own league. You get a whole slew of towns to pull from. Western Connecticut Pop Warner. Let's revive it. Like we discussed, Tito, the Tri-State North League, expanding it up there. Let's talk about Western Connecticut Pop Warner. Let's talk about bringing it back. They can inbox me if you're interested in starting it up. We can put you in touch with the powers that be, and you guys can kind of work it out and make it work. I think that'll be the greatest thing, Tito. I think we could bring it back. If I'm not mistaken.
Again, he's trying to build off the idea of Tri-State Connecticut Pop Warner having a Connecticut Mass Rhode Island, a Connecticut division, Mass Rhode Island division, and then Western having their own segment over there.
Right, and then they could collab with Southern when they need games, and even Central when they got like-sized teams. I think that's a great. I don't think that's bad. I think that'll work. I don't know, Tito. I think that'll be a good idea. to work off of. You know what I'm saying? You know, if it looks like it might be not you know, I just think that some new leadership will be good for some people. And if they interested, they can reach out. And if they got everything that they need, okay. No harm, no foul, brother. But I wanted to send an olive branch because we extended it to the mass teams. And again, I'm just reaching out, and I'm just acting as a opportunity for someone to hit us up. What towns are we talking? We're talking about Western towns, more like, what are we talking about, Tito? The Danbury area, Newtown, Brookfield,
Route 8,
Water, Route 10, down Route 8 area.
Ansonia, Seymour. Who's in there? Yeah, I don't even know who's in their league no more. Plainville, I believe.
Plainville, like those areas. You know, anybody from those areas that's interested in branching off. And it would be lovely.
Northern Connecticut. It's the old Northern Connecticut Pop Warner. You guys know who these people are. Like, we're not talking about nothing that's foreign here.
Right. We kind of got an idea of who we're talking about. All right, y'all good? All right, Tito, let's go to the next topic. I just had to get that off my chest. I'm sorry, everybody, but I wanted to extend the olive branch to, a couple towns that wanted to know. Everybody's asking about the rankings. What are the rankings? What are the rankings? What are the rankings? So, it is time to go through the rankings. Let's do so. Tito, let's start off with 13.
That's not true, Tom. You got a whole Pop Warner conference in Northeast Mass. It's a big conference at that.
Yeah, Tom. If you look up on, I'll name a couple towns that's in. I'll name a couple towns that's in. Pop Warner: Lawrence, Malden, Billerica, Dracut, Methuen, Woolburn, Chelsea. All of those towns are still in Pop Warner. Billerica, East Lynn, Brookline, Medford, Mission Hill. So there's a lot of
Roxbury Titans.
Titans. There's a lot of football towns in Mass, not to mention the Boston Raiders. Then you have some towns down at Risma, Tito, that's above on the Mass side. So there's still Pop Warner in Mass, regardless. Anyway, Tito, let's go through it. At number 5, we're going to start with 13U. Your very own, Tito, our boy Laser, has moved up. You know Laser's undefeated, Tito? Laser. Raspberry's undefeated. 13U. 3-0. Cuddy, I'm putting you in the top 5. You at number 5, the Roxbury Titans. Shout out to Jeff. Jeff was the one that was putting me on. Said Laser got something, Tito, that he's flying below the radar. But not no more. You're on the clock, Laser. You're on the clock. At 4. Now, Tito, I got Lawrence Hurricanes. But let me say something. Malden is also undefeated. So they would be like right now, if they would be like honorable mention. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the Lawrence Hurricanes, I'm going to keep them at the 4th seed. They belong there. At number 3, I'm going to keep my top 3 the same. I don't think anything should change. I think the Bloomfield Junior Warhawks stay number 3. They put a beat down on Milford. Manchester Redhawks, I think that Manchester right now, Tito, is flying below the radar because all of the chitter-chatter. And nobody's paying attention to Manchester. I've been the only one consistently saying it all season.
Well, they're defending
Manchester is a real deal team. Manchester is a real deal team. And when it's all said and over, I think Manchester will finish the season 7-1. I'll be the first to tell you. But Manchester Redhawks will be the number 2 seed. And I'm going to stay with the number 2 team in the nation, Hartford Hurricanes, as the number 1 team in New England. And they will be the number 2 team in the nation when the rankings drop behind the West Chase out of Florida. So that's what I'm going with at 13U, and that's what I'm going to keep at 13U.
Oh, shit. Look, Lawrence and Roxbury square off this week.
Yep. We'll figure it out. Game of the week.
That's a potential game of the week in the region as well.
That's a good one right there. That is a good one. So give me 1 second. We are going to go to 12U. Big game this week, Roxbury and Lawrence. Wow. It's pretty good stuff. 12U week 5. Let me see something. All right. Hold on. Dartmouth is out.
We got YouTube. A lot of these comments are coming from YouTube because I thought we were going to stop with the aliases, so we can't control that.
That's YouTube names. No, we can do about that. All right, Tito. So at 12U, Tito, I got to put a team with losses at 5th, and I think I'm going to go with Danbury Trojans back into the rankings at 12U. I know that they lost. I think they lost to New Haven and Stratford.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with them at 5th. And then the 4 undefeated teams at number 4. I'm going to go with the old Rochester team out of Risma, Tito. They're 4-0. They're playing good football. I'm going to keep them there. Wait a minute. I thought, never mind. And at number 3, Tito, I'm going to go with the Stratford Renegades. And then at number 2, I'm going with both of the defending regional champions. And I think until somebody beat them, they will remain there. The number 2 team is going to be the Edgewood Eagles. I was told that they look scary good is the call I got. I haven't seen a scary good 12U team yet. And I was told that they look scary good. So we'll see how that look. And then the number 1 team, I think, who the scores at least and the calls I got say that they're scary good as well. The New Haven Steelers, clearly.
So Manchester got bumped out the top 5, Manchester Redhawks?
Oh, did I? You know what? Nope. Manchester is number 5. My bad. That's why I had erased it. I didn't know why. Manchester will remain at number 5. So Manchester, Old Rochester, Stratford, Edgewood, the New Haven Steelers. That's what we're going with. And Sam said Edgewood 12U is the real deal. I bet they are. That's what I heard, Sam. And I'll be posting these. Let's go to the 11U, Tito. Okay. So some of this stuff kind of get lost in the sauce, Tito, right? Because you got teams that's undefeated that got to get moved up. But we will never really know if they're the real deal. I'm going to give an example. Both Bill Ricker got 2 teams, Tito, and they both undefeated.
Yeah.
The Bill Ricker team, and I'll get to it, but their scouts team scores look a little better than the other team, but the other team looks good. So anyway, 11U. I'm going to go with Danbury, number 5. Bill Ricker scouts. Nope. My bad, Tito. Let me change this up.
Yo, Shatia, I heard he still be, I heard he still be breaking bread with New Haven.
Who?
I'm just answering Shatia. Shatia's comment. I'm playing with her dialogue. That's all.
Yeah, he only hates you on the internet. JB, cut it out. I'll be seeing you at their cookouts. Somebody sent me private text and said, "Look who here." JB had a chicken sandwich in his hand. All right, let's go. Danbury, number 5. Bill Ricker. You are number 4, but not any Bill Ricker, Tito. I'm going with the Bill Ricker Apaches at number 4. I'm going with the Bill Ricker Scouts at number 3. And Tito, the Waterbury Patriots, put the beat down on Danbury. That was a good game. At number 2, and Rodney Myers and those Junior Kane boys remain number 1. And it's not that I don't think West Haven is good. Is I want to see if West Haven is going to get back their injured players before I put them back in because they were limping with the fact that they've lost some players due to injury, and that completely changed their outlook on the game. And so that I unfortunately I have to I have to make sure that they that until they get healthy, Tito, I'm gonna take them out the top 5. And then if they get healthy and they got to go on that run, I'm sure that they will make it back. All right. I just saw that we had a big game at 10U. I think Mark posted it. Where is it at?
Yeah,
Mark?
no, it was Dartmouth. I think I'm saying that. Dartmouth versus Edgewood. Edgewood.
All right. Top 5 teams in the region. We are going to go, Tito. Number 5. The Edgewood Eagles, Tito. They're number 5. They're 4-1. They deserve to be number 5. They won in that regional championship last year. At number 4 is going to be the Dartmouth Indians, Tito. They're undefeated. They're playing Edgewood, so that might be a potential game of the week matchup for them. At number 3, undefeated, still rolling, Tito, putting up crazy numbers. Defense, I don't think gave up a point yet this season. The East Bay Warriors out of Rhode Island. Mark doing his thing. They came down in the summer. We got to see that team. They got a couple kids on there that had me giving them NIL deals. They didn't take it though. I'm just joking, everybody. At number 2 is your very own out there, not y'all, my very own, but y'all very own Danbury Trojans. They beat Waterbury pretty handily, 25-0. Seemed like it was
they're undefeated.
For the way they're still undefeated. And Mount Hope almost slipped up, winning the double overtime with West Elmwood, but Mount Hope pulled it out, and you can't take them out until somebody beat them. So Mount Hope remains the number 1 team. That is your not 10U team.
We got three roadie teams there in the top 5
Mount
at
Hope
10U.
4, Dartmouth
That's
and
dope.
Edgewood.
That's dope. So nobody can say we're biased towards Connecticut because look, that 10U division, I think we got one. Do we even got a Connecticut team in there? No, we don't. Do we? Danbury. Yeah.
Danbury is in there. But
Danbury Trojans.
All right, let's go to 9U, Tito. And we got a big game of the week this week. At 5, close loss to the Boston Raiders, but nonetheless a loss. We're going with your very own Hartford Hurricanes, Tito. They was a banging game. It was
14-12. A field goal separated it.
Listen, if you can kick field goals, you better kick because it matters. It matters. I'm actually wrong, Tito. Hartford Hurricanes are out of the top 5. East Lynn is undefeated, and they're at 5. So I'm going with East Lynn, Tito.
East Lynn Bulldogs. Right?
East Lynn Bulldogs
yeah.
are at 5. At 4, Tito, I'm going with the Hartford Hurricanes. I'm going to put the Hartford Hurricanes at 4 because I still think that they're one of the more talented teams and they will bounce back. I'm going with the Lawrence Hurricanes, Tito, at 3. I'm going with the Hamden Hurricanes. Wow, Hurricanes. Hamden Hurricanes at 2, who will play this weekend versus the Boston Raiders, who's the number 1 9U team in the region. So the Boston Raiders, Hamden Hurricanes, the number 1 team and 2 team in the region, will face off this week.
10 o'clock Sunday morning in Hamden.
10 o'clock Sunday morning.
Or that game in the Green. Oh, it's in Hamden?
Nope. It's in Hamden. It's at 10 a.m. and it's going down. It should be a banger game. Yeah, I mean, Hamden was at our game. I think Hamden know exactly what they need to do. You know what I'm saying?
We didn't even get to 8U yet, that's the Army. We didn't even get there yet. We at 9. We ain't get to 8U yet.
She's out of control.
Right, but I don't think even at 8, I'm going to tell you there's a team that we're forgetting about that's 5-0. I'm going to get to it when we get there.
There's a bunch of 5-0 teams, and then we still have to mention them. And so we're doing that now. We're going to 8U, and that's what it is. At 4 is your own Middletown out of Rhode Island. Undefeated, haven't lost no teams. The Middletown Islanders is at 5. At 4, your very own
Colin Greenman. Peace to Colin Greenman. I believe that's his organization. He's out of that.
Oh, is it? Oh, shout out to the Middletown Islanders. At number 4, Tito, is your very own Seekonk. What's there?
Seaconk's Mass. His Mass.
Yep. Seekonk is Mass. Okay.
Seekonk Mass. We got schooled on that last week.
You are at number 3, Seekonk. Number 4. Number 3. Coming to the big house this weekend. Should be fireworks. All I see is fireworks. Who's that, Rihanna? I don't know. That's Alicia Keys, one of them. Anyways, the Bloomfield Junior Warhawks is at number 3. Seekonk is the Warriors. By the way, the Bloomfield Junior Warhawks, number 3, I believe they're undefeated. I don't think anybody beat them yet. I could be wrong. Got to look at this week's scores. Let me see. Yeah. I believe they're still undefeated. So the Bloomfield will come into this game. Let me see. Bloomfield 8U. Yep. Hold on. Nope. Bloomfield 8U. They beat New Haven 31-6. So Bloomfield is the number 3 team in the region at 8U. They come in here 5-0, Tito. And they're playing the Hartford Hurricanes, who's 4-1. And the number 2 team, Tito, balling like crazy. Danbury Trojans. They're balling like crazy. Danbury, I seen them. They got a kid. I don't know the young man's name. I didn't get a chance to watch all of the game, but he's fast. He's quick. He moves. And Tito, the number 1 team is our boy Son. Son's still undefeated. He's winning big. West Haven Seahawks.
He's putting numbers on folks.
Yeah, he's got something brewing. And so everybody, that's your rankings for the week. That's your rankings. And now let me say something, Tito. I want to change the game for all you football people out there. I'm going to change the game, Tito. I don't think you football teams should allow videographers and photographers on their field without negotiating something or getting paid for it. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm a business guy. I love business. So let me talk about this, Tito. I'm a videographer. I get to come to your field and I get to record 9 kids and get $150 a kid. I don't give the hosting association anything. But yet, the hosting association gets to decide to allow me or not onto your field. We got to do better business than that. So I'm going to be the first, and I'm going to tell everybody right now, if you plan on recording at Weaver, you better call my phone or inbox me. We got to come up with some agreement. If you don't hit my phone, you're not getting on my sideline. It's 100% my decision. That's going to be what the Hurricanes going to do going forward. The agreement could be take a couple shots of my kids, but we got to negotiate something. I'm no longer allowing nothing free anymore. Youth football is a business, Tito, and it's 360. We have to start conducting ourselves like business. Now, if people are business people, this ain't going to bother you. We all business people. We negotiate all the time. That's just business, right? It's not personal. It's business. When I go to Tito thing, I don't get a cheeseburger. Tito says, yo, cheeseburgers cost $3. Tito, you my man, cool, but I need $3. So I'm going to tell y'all right now, all the people that's showing up to Weaver, I already got hit up by some photographers and videographers, and we made agreements, and we good, and we tied the loose ends up on a contractually, verbal contractual, we're good. We made our agreements. And so we already got that situated. But I want to make sure everybody out there hear me clearly. If you're coming to Weaver this weekend, just hit my phone, inbox me. well, you know, it ain't about nothing. We'll make it work. Without that, though, I can't allow nobody on the sideline. That's going to be a Hurricanes field going forward, Tito. We got to change the game where it's financially lucrative for everybody. I got to pay $4,000 to rent out Weaver High School. $4,000. Ain't nobody going to help with that fee. I got to pay $2,000 in referees. That's $6,000, Tito, that the Hartford Hurricanes got to pay. Nah, we got to do some business. And if it ain't no business to be had, then it ain't no business to be done. All right? And so that's what I think. I think all of our youth football programs need to start charging or coming up with agreements, because when we stand together, then it'll all help us out. You know what I'm saying? Where we all can be financially lucrative, because it's a business out there. Look, the video game is crazy in youth football right now. Right? I know, because there was a big check cut in the All-Star game, bro. Thousands of dollars was cut in the All-Star game from me to the videographer. Right? Like, I gave up thousands of dollars, not 8,000, not 2,000, not even only 3,000. Thousands of dollars was cut. Right? It's big business. Cool. Well, I need in. Oh, I don't know why that seems like I need in.
Oh, no, it's not. I agree with you. I agree with you. Nobody should be allowed in your playing area that you don't approve of. Like, if you don't want them there, they shouldn't be there. They shouldn't be.
I'm just thinking more financially, saying, yo,
bro, they're making.
I'm gonna promote my kids to come use your service, in turn, give a kickback to my program.
Right. They're charging people lucrative. Some of these prices I'm hearing.
They're not doing it for free. Why do I have to do it for free? You know what I'm saying? They're not doing it for free. I don't have to do it for free. You know what I'm saying?
West Haven lost to Bloomfield AU where?
Did West Haven lose the? No, that was New Haven. New Haven, Destiani. You got the wrong team.
Right. And if at AU, Destiani, let's be clear, there's 5-5-0 teams. Nobody with a loss is going to get in the top 5. Like, there's 5-5-0 teams, right? Is that what you had at AU?
I got the right 5 teams that's undefeated. That's in the top 5. It's
right.
posted.
This is not even an argument. This is not even a debate.
I got the right 5 teams. You're not going to win the argument with her, bro. It's never going to work. Again, I'll post the rankings up again, but it is what it is. But again, I told y'all, I'm about changing this game and moving the culture forward. So is Tito. I truly believe going forward, when photographers want to get on our field, videographers, there should be some agreements to be made. I'm not saying agreements got to be bad or super slanted in one way or another. That's for you guys to negotiate. But definitely, we got to take control a little bit more creative.
She's standing on. They saying sign loss week 2, bro. We better check our facts, bro.
All right, I'll check. I
don't know how you're going to check.
I got it right here. And y'all can always find our stuff at CT. They keep asking. CTPopWarner.com. Week 2. Bloomfield 8U did beat West Haven 13-12. I'm wrong.
All
right, I'll correct it. He's right.
So who goes in?
West Haven goes down to 5th. Everybody move up 1. Only because Hartford Hurricanes lost 31-zip to Danbury. They lost a
point differential.
So point differential would mean West Haven goes to 4th seed. Phil on his King of New York. I need that. No.
Right now, man. This is the business.
Rodney, come on, bro.
The filming, everybody. That's another thing. That everybody's a photographer, filmographer now. Like, that's another thing that, with no real, you don't have to have real credentials to do that now. So I get why, and I totally agree why he's doing it. I totally agray that he should be doing it that way.
Business is business. I don't think anybody that's in the business of it is going to have a problem. I could be wrong. I don't really care. I could be wrong. I think people understand that it's business. And I think anybody that wants to shoot the Hurricane kids will hit me up. We'll come up with something. They can take the field. They make their money. We make ours. I ain't here to hate on nobody paper. I dish paper out when I do events. So I make sure people get paid, bro. I ain't never stiff nobody on no bread. I don't get down like that. Anyways, Tito, but I want to change the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to change the games. And Destiani, don't play me because the burgers could be 15 on Sunday too. We might do that too as well. But there's big games going on all around New England. We are not even going to blow up Tito, the Weaver game, because it's just got
too much emotion. There's too much emotion around it. Too many dudes
crying.
I do want to say something though.
Yeah.
No, none of these slogans you got, and I'm speaking holistically here. All these slogans you hear at any time, it's just like football plays. You didn't come up with it. Somebody before you has done it. This game been around a long time. None of these slogans you hear people come up with
or plays
are not original. They're not original. They've heard it from somebody somewhere and they run with it. It can't never be yours because you could go on YouTube and find any of it. Like, and we got to stop that narrative thinking anybody at this point, football being a game that's been around 120 years, whatever it is at this point, 130, 40, 50 years, it's all been done for it. It's all been done before. You are not the originator or creator or owner of any of it, and you can't hold claim to it. That's it. in a nutshell. That's it. Like, we got to remove the emotion from some of these things you people are claiming to own. It's just not true. It's not true.
I just want to play football, bro. The next couple of weeks, I'm not engaged.
Jeff, who getting the shabizzle this week? Who getting the shabizzle? That's I told you I like that word. That's a beefy word. The shabizzle.
Yo, listen. It's just time to play football. It's people copping pleas and making ill claims. I'm not posting nothing else, bro. I just want to play football. I want everybody out there to play football. Clearly, the emotional intelligence of the game.
Jeff said Cuddy getting the shabizzle this week. Damn, you rooting for Lawrence? Or the Titans putting it on Lawrence? I hope you saying that the Titans gonna put it on Lawrence for our fellow. Even though I got brothers over there with the Lawrence Hurricanes too, but I want to see Cuddy win. Cuddy deserved to win, man. He been around forever.
I'm gonna text Cuddy. He got to pull it out for the podcast. We need to get him on live. He ain't never been on live. He got this. I think he could pull it out. But yeah. So yeah, Tito. So I mean, pull up to a game this weekend, y'all. Wherever you go, do me a favor, man. Pull up with good intentions, good vibes. No matter what you post online, don't go into nobody territory on no bush. I'm telling you, crazy things happen. Let's all have good energy. I know if you come into Hartford, you need to have good energy. Please come there with good intentions, pure intentions. Please come there looking to watch football because that's what we're doing in our Hurricanes. We're coaching football. We're going to win some. We're going to lose some, but we're coaching football.
Tawan, what up? Lawrence in the building. Tawan Lawrence Finest right there. He in the building.
I love the underdog. Shh. You ain't the underdog. You are the dog. What are you talking about? Lawrence is ranked higher than them. I know you want to put that chip on your shoulder, Tawan Hester, but we are not giving it to you. You love Uncle Laser, but it's wartime. See, I love that friendly banter. I'll be recording Tito. I'm good.
I don't know why, but okay.
Tito play at 6 o'clock at night. Nate, come down. I need that New Haven pizza spot. Yo, Rodney, you don't know the New Haven pizza spot? Come on, bro. It's been on national TV.
Modern the pizza is the best New Haven pizza spot to me. It's modern.
No,
it's modern. Modern's the best one.
No.
Modern's the best one.
Hey,
Modern the best one. Modern the pizza is the best one. That's my favorite.
Yo, Rodney, don't listen to that. You better go to Frank.
Bro, he could go to Frank Pepe's. He could go right there in West Hartford for that, right down the street. They got one in Middletown.
Where were we eating that, Tito? With me, you, and Kelly.
Oh, with KR. God, that was at Modern. That was at Modern. Line me up. That was at Modern. Line me up.
Kelly, you remember what happened?
Well,
we was having a youth football meeting back in the day. Me,
made it look like I lined that dude up.
Somebody else.
Made you look like I lined him up.
And say, you, come here right now. Meet me outside.
made it look like I lined dude up.
Tito turned white. He didn't know what to do. Hey, yo, listen. Frank Pepe's is better. Somebody said Fusco's in Cheshire for the win. We getting some food spots.
That ain't too far. I got to check that out. That ain't too far.
Don't forget JB's Frank Pepe's next week. You know what he's talking about? The fact that I'm taking New Haven on a large pizza with him, and I bet Ty a large pizza because I'm going with the black and yellow, which is now that gray and yellow. And I'm going to tell you something right now, JB.
Oh, look,
you is at your field. Allow those young men to wear their gray uniforms. Make the change. Allow New Haven to wear their gray, so when they come in there, they can stump y'all with the new unis. I'm going with New Haven on my large pizza. But JB, what's wonderful for you is we also have a Frank Pepe's right here in Manchester. It's right over there. So don't cash at me. I want you to order it and pay for it, and I'm going to come pick it up. It's your boy PH the Prez, Mr. Above 140, and I'm here with my co-host.
It's your boy, Coach Correa, the General, A60 Army.
Large cheese, half pepperoni, half sausage. Yes, I eat pork. Have a good night. We got a fun-filled show tonight.
I met a boy today.
It's your boy, Coach Correa, the General, A60 Army.
She loving my style every time I'm.
You ain't need more money, Tito. You could have just invited 6 or 8 you down to Nationals.
I'm around.
When certain people don't get their way or they feel slighted, they feel like they have a right to call us and voice their opinion. You don't.
We locked the
I've never removed a staff to allow a staff to move up.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Now everybody's a personal trainer. We know who the originals are, but now if you look, you can find them in every town.